What is going on, everyone? This is Marshmallow Man, and welcome today to a game called The Evolution of Trust. Now, this game is by the same creator of the game We Become What We Behold, which was a very deep game. We Become What We Behold was all about how what we watch in the news, as we keep taking that in as a people and as a society, we reflect that back out on other people. And really deep game, really interesting, and so I'm really excited to see where this one's going to go. This was recommended to me in the comments of one of my previous videos, and I really want to check this out. I'm excited. It just came out by Nikki Case July 2017, so it should be about half an hour, as it says. So let's go ahead and dive on in. The Evolution of Trust. I already like this. This is very, mesmerizing and very fun to play with. Okay, The Evolution of Trust. During World War I, peace broke out. It was Christmas 1914 on the Western Front. Despite strict orders not to chillax with the enemy, British and German soldiers left their trenches, crossed no man's land, and gathered to bury their dead, exchange gifts, and play games. Oh, that's nice. Meanwhile, it's 2017. The West has been at peace for decades, and wow, we suck at trust. That's actually really true, and kind of weird. Surveys show that over the past 40 years, fewer and fewer people say they trust each other. So here's our puzzle. Why, even in peacetime, do friends become enemies? And why, even in wartime, do enemies become friends? I think game theory can help explain our epidemic of distrust and how we can fix it. So to understand all this, let's play a game. Okay, I'm excited. Why do we not trust each other? Let's play. The game of trust. You have one choice. In front of you is a machine. If you put in a coin, or if you put a coin in the machine, the other player gets 3 coins, and vice versa. You can choose to cooperate, put in a coin, or cheat, don't put in a coin. Okay, let's say the other player cheats and doesn't put in a coin. What should you do? You should cheat. Exactly. Why let that moocher mooch off of you? If you cooperate and they cheat, you lose a coin while they gain 3. Score -1 plus 3. However, if you both cheat, neither of you gain or lose anything. Therefore, you should cheat. But let's say the other player cooperates and puts in a coin. What should you do now? Cooperate. Sure, seems like the right thing to do. Or is it? Because if you both cooperate, you both give up a coin to gain 3. But if you cheat and they cooperate, you gain 3 coins at the cost of 1. Therefore, you should still cheat. And that's our dilemma. Trust is nice, but it can let others take advantage of you, or shoot you as you come unarmed out of a trench. Sometimes distrust is rational, but now, what happens if we play the game more than once? Now let's play for real. You'll be playing against 5 different opponents, each with their own game strategy. Okay, so each player, I guess, will be different. With each opponent, you'll play anywhere between 3 to 7 rounds. You won't know in advance when the last round is. Can you trust them? Or rather, can they trust you? Okay, so that's good that you don't know how many rounds it is, so if, everyone cooperates the whole time, someone doesn't know when the last round is, and so they're gonna cheat on the last round. Okay, pick your first real move. Choose wisely. Okay, so here's me in my happy little red fez hat over here. Oh, a happy little blue fez. You know, we have the same style and hats. Let's cooperate. Hey! And we're both happy. Okay, cool. I trust him. Trust breeds trust. There you go. We're gonna keep cooperating. Why should we cheat? We're doing good. Although, the score is tied. Should I try to beat him? Oh, we tied. It's over. Okay, we're done. Okay. Purple hat guy. Oh my god, what a dick. Of course he cheated. Of course he did. So now he's had 3 to -1. That's why you should cheat at the very beginning to take the lead. Oh my god. And now neither of us trust each other. We're both trying to cheat. And why would I cooperate now? That makes sense. Why would I put trust in him? Because I'm just giving him away. Giving away coins now. There we go. Okay, interesting. Okay. Pink hat lady, hello. Hey, we're cooperating. Okay, good. Good. Although I kind of want to win now. Should I cheat? Let's cheat. Ah, fooled ya! Yes! Okay, okay. So, I mean, it makes sense. The logic of it really makes sense that if you cheat, worst case scenario, you draw even with the other person. You either come out way ahead or you draw even. If you cooperate, you either are even or come out behind. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Granted, if we cooperate and they cooperate, both teams get something out of it instead of nothing. Yeah, okay. Well, I cheated, so she's probably not going to want to cooperate with me anymore. Oh, she still trusted me. Wow, I'm a douchebag. Hey, cowboy head. Okay, we'll cooperate with the cowboy at first. Okay, good. Good decision. Good decision. What's his strategy? Is he gonna... Now he's built a little bit of trust in me. Is he gonna betray that trust? We'll cooperate. Okay, okay, okay. We're still getting along nicely. Let's cooperate again. Still getting along. Okay, let's win. Let's win. Let's cheat. Haha, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, but now he's not gonna trust me at all. The same way as soon as someone cheated against me, I cheated every other game. I have to cheat now. He's gonna cheat, isn't he? Sure is. He sure is. Okay. Oh, Sherlock Holmes. This is my last opponent. Let's try to cooperate at the beginning. Hey, we get along. Keep cooperating, Sherlock. But now we have to cheat. Oh! Interesting. Now he's probably gonna cheat now. Yeah. Wait, no. He cooperated. Let's cooperate with him. Son of a bitch! I can't figure this guy out! We have to cheat. Got him! Okay, try to cooperate. See if he wants to cooperate now. That didn't turn out well. And your total score is 36, which is pretty good. The lowest and highest possible scores are 7 and 49. Oh yeah, 36 is pretty good then. So who are these strange characters you just played against? The blue is the copycat. Hello. I start with cooperate, and afterwards I just copy whatever you did in the last round. Meow. Purple hat is always cheat. The strong shall eat the weak. Pink is always cooperate. Let's be best friends. Heart. Cowboy hat is the grudger. Listen, partner, I'll start cooperating and keep cooperating, but if y'all ever cheat me, I'll cheat you back till the end of tarnation. And then the detective. First I analyze you. I start, cooperate, cheat, cooperate, cooperate. If you cheat back, I'll act like copycat. If you never cheat back, I'll act like always cheat to exploit you. Elementary, my dear Watson. Now what if these characters were to play against each other? Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Okay, it's tournament time. Each character will now play against each other character. That's 10 paired matches, 10 rounds per match. Who do you think will get the highest total score? Think carefully about it and then place your bets. Okay, so I think that the all cooperate definitely will not have the highest score, right? It's got to be the detective. Or is the all cheat gonna have the highest score when it all comes down to it? Well, okay, let's analyze this. Let's actually think about it. So the detective, I can't remember. Okay, so all cheat would... The copycat, when he goes against the copycat, he won't get anything. When he goes against all cooperate, he'll win everything. When he goes against grudger, he won't win anything. And when he goes against detective, he'll win a little bit. So all cheat might actually not be the best. I bet you anything, the all cooperate will come out on top. I bet you anything. That's gotta be what it is. That's gotta be the life lesson here. Cooperate, and let's go with the all cooperate, even though it seems like it's against the grain. Let's do all cooperate. Alright, place our bets on all cooperate. Let's go through the matches one by one and see how the tournament plays out. First match. Okay, copycat versus always cheat. So, total score is -3 for the copycat and +3 for always cheat. Oh, by the way. By the way, what? Okay. Oh, these are giving me little tips down the bottom. Copycat versus always cooperate. They came out way ahead, 19 to 20. Very nice. You may be skeptical about what Christmas truce story about World War I trenches. Surely that was just a fluke. Copycat versus grudger. Yes, the truce was dramatic, but it was neither unique nor unusual. Okay, they both got 20 because they both got along the whole time. Okay, next match. Copycat versus detective. Detective got 18. Oh, and Copycat came out on top with 18 too. Interesting. Not every trench joined in the piece, but it was pretty widespread. Many front lines came up with the idea independently, And again, despite specific strict orders not to. Always cheat versus always cooperate got taken advantage of. Okay, and always cheat jumped way ahead. And in fact, even before Christmas, several front lines had already had established an unofficial secret peace. Always cheat versus grudger. Yeah, no one got really anything because they don't trust each other. They call it the live and let live system. Basically, you don't shoot me, I don't shoot you, and this worked in a lot of places. Are they trying to say we need to copycat each other? That's what it is. We need to copycat each other, and what we are seeing, the trust we're getting from other people is the trust that we give back out. I think that's what we're getting at here. I can see the writing on the wall. Always cheat versus detective. Always cheat got a little bit. Detective came up with nothing. You may still be skeptical. Most soldiers don't spontaneously form peace with the enemy. What was so special about trench warfare? Always cooperate versus grudger. They both came out pretty good. Well, here's what's unique about the trenches. Almost every other form of war, you have to face the same specific soldiers every day. Oh yeah, that's true. So in trench warfare, you're going against the same soldiers every single day. It's a repeated game, and that makes all the difference. Always cooperate versus detective. The detective came way out on top. Way out on top. Okay? Anyway, the winner is grudger versus detective. And then it's going to be copycat versus detective, and copycat's going to come way out on top. Copycat. Man, always cooperate was in dead last. Copycat was way ahead of everyone by at least 12 or 11, I guess, over the grudger. Copycat goes by many names: the golden rule, reciprocal altruism, tit for tat, or live and let live. That's why peace could emerge in the trenches of World War I. When you're forced to play the same game with the same specific people, not just the same generic enemy over and over again, Copycat doesn't just win the battle, it wins the war. But if things change a lot when you play multiple rounds of the same game, what if we play multiple tournaments? Okay. Now let's let our population of players evolve over time. It's a three-step dance. 1, play a tournament. Let them all play against each other and tally up their scores. 2, eliminate losers. Get rid of the 5 worst players. If there's a tie, pick randomly between them. And 3, reproduce winners. Clone the 5 best players. If there's a tie, pick randomly between them. Okay? And repeat for as long as you'd like. Note, you don't have to wait for people to literally die and reproduce for culture to evolve. All that's needed is that unsuccessful behaviors go away and successful behaviors are imitated. So now, let's see this in action. Okay. Say we start with the following population of players. 15 always cooperates, 5 always cheats, and 5 copycats. We'll ignore the grudger and detective. We're going to do the tournament eliminate, reproduce, dance a dozen times or so. Let's make another bet. Who do you think will win the first tournament? Place your bets again. I gotta go with the copycat now. The copycat's gonna come out on top. Makes sense. Copycat won the tournament last time. Why not again? Let's see if you're correct. Ah, okay. Eliminate the bottom 5, which are all of the always get-alongs, and then reproduce top 5. Alas, Copycat did not win, but at least they didn't do as bad as always cooperate. They got eaten up by always cheat, whose numbers have now increased by 5, but now let's try a few more rounds. Tournament. Yep. Eliminate more, 5 always cooperates, and reproduce. Always cheat is still growing at the expense of always cooperate. Yep. Alright, let's play again. Oh, okay. Eliminate the bottom 5, and there go all of the always cooperates. And then reproduce the top 5. Always cheat is still growing. And now all of the always cooperates are dead. But wait. Play the tournament. Hey! The copycats are beating up on the always cheats. That's right, the always cheat became a victim of their own success. They exploited the naive always cooperators, but once they ran out of them, they had to face the copycats, who are nice, but not naive. Ah, interesting. Okay, cool. Play again. Oh my god, it's getting... The difference is getting bigger. Eliminate the bottom 5. And reproduce. By simply copying the other player's moves, copycats can play nice with each other, while always cheats just cheat themselves. Not only that, but it also means copycat can give always cheat a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, let's play again. Adios, always cheat. Get out of here. And reproduce. Now, as a result... Eliminate. Yep, there they go. Reproduce. Copycats inherit the earth. So in the long run, you were right. Copycat wins. Always Cheat may have won in the short run, but its exploitiveness was a downfall. This reminds me of a quote, "We're punished by our sins, not for them." Oh, and by the way, this result is similar even if we put Grudger and Detective back in. Oh, so if they're all equal at the beginning, let's start. Oh my god. Yeah, stop. Copycats just took over. Easily. Note, sometimes a few Grudgers may stick around because when all players except Grudger and Copycat are eliminated, the two tie. So it seems the math of the game theory is telling us something. That Copycat's philosophy, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, may not just be a moral truth, but also a mathematical truth. However, there's a problem. Look around. The world's full of total jerkwads. Yeah, look at them. One Copycat, and then a bunch of assholes. If Copycat is a strategy in this repeated game of trust that's so powerful that even soldiers in World War I trenches independently evolved a similar strategy called live and let live, why then are there so many untrusting, untrustworthy people? What's causing our epidemic of untrust? A clue's into that sentence itself, in this repeated game of trust. So far we've only talked about a change in the players. What about a change in the game? What could lead to the evolution of distrust? Okay, before everything goes to heck, let's start with something nice. Here's a world filled entirely with always cooperates, except for one always cheat and one copycat. Use the button to the right to start the sim, go through step by step, or reset it. Okay, so this step. Okay, so a bunch of always nices are gone. Okay, step. Play 10 rounds per match. Okay, okay. Oh, wait, we can just do the... Oh, let's do 10. Start. And the jerks are taking over. Oh, but then the copycats take over after that. Okay, stop. Okay, once you're done playing around, please press continue. Okay, so reset. As you already know, Copycat wins handily in the long run under our current rules. But that's under our current rules, which say that the players play against each other for 10 rounds. Does Copycat still win at 7 rounds, 5 rounds, 3 rounds, 2 rounds, 1? Well, okay, so I think the more rounds you have, the more chances the Copycats have to take over everything. But if the game is reset, yeah, so all Copycats. But if the game is reset and you only play 3 rounds per game, the cheaters win. Yeah, the cheaters will win. Interesting. Okay. As you saw, if you don't play enough rounds, hint, here 5 or less, always cheat dominates. In 1985, when Americans were asked how many close friends they had, the most common answer was 3. In 2004, the most common answer was 0. Wow. We now have fewer friends across class, racial, economic, and political lines because we have fewer friends, period. And as you just discovered for yourself, the fewer repeat interactions there are, the more distrust will spread. No, mass media doesn't count. It must be a two-way interaction between specific individuals. Okay, so we have less friends, and that's why we don't trust anyone, is because you don't have the same repeat interaction with people, and that's what builds the trust. Okay, and oh, it gets worse. Great. There's another way to breed distrust. Here are the payoffs for the trust game. With the normal payoffs, Copycat wins, but now change the both cooperate reward from +2 to +1, and then start. Even though +1 is still more than the punishment for cheating, what happens? Okay. Well, Copycat still comes out on top. Copycat still comes out on top, way on top. Yeah, I don't know what else. It still comes out on top, right? Oh, I can mess around with these. Oh, cool, I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah. So if it's both +1, what happens? Always cheat. Always cheat wins. And then they all have nothing. Wow. Okay, cool. What if we leave this the same, but you make the advantage for cheating more? Does that come out the same way? Yep. Well, no, Copycat still comes out on top. Oh, interesting. So if they have more to gain by cheating, they still lose in the long run, compared if they gain less for cooperating. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. That's weird. That's weird how the math of that all works. The same thing happens with a lower win-win reward. Always cheat takes over. Game theory has two powerful ideas about this. The zero-sum game. This is the sadly common belief that a gain for us must come at a loss to them, and vice versa. Or non-zero-sum game. This is when people make the hard effort to create a win-win solution, or at least avoid a lose-lose. Without the non-zero-sum game, trust cannot evolve. Speaking of which, let's now look at our third and final barrier to the evolution of mistrust. Mistakes. As cool as Copycat is, it is a huge, fatal weakness. It has a huge, fatal weakness I haven't mentioned yet. To understand the problem, let's say two copycats are playing against each other. Being nice players, both their first moves will be cooperate. Okay? And normally, they just pay back each other's kindness and sing Kumbaya till the end of time. But what if, while trying to reciprocate goodness... a mistake happens. He tripped. The one on the left tripped on his way to put his coin in and didn't get it in on time. Oh no. Mistakes, miscommunication, misinterpretations. Accidents happen all the time in real life. But if the other person doesn't think it was an accident... oh no, times two. The other player being a copycat had to retaliate. And you, being a copycat as well, will also have to retaliate. And thus, like the Hatfields and McCoys, these two copycats will spiral into an endless cycle of vengeance that started over a simple mistake long ago. Wow. Wow, that just hit me like a ton of bricks. Tragic. But now, are there other types of players who can deal with mistakes? Yeah, let's meet some new characters. Or new hats, anyway. The Copy Kitten. Hello, I'm like Copycat, except I cheat back only after you cheat on me twice in a row. After all, the first one could be a mistake. Purr. Simpleton. Hi, I try start cooperate. If you cooperate back, I do same thing as last move, even if a mistake. If you cheat back, I do opposite thing as last move, even if mistake. Random. Monkey Robot. Ninja Pizza Tacos. LOL, I'm so random. Just plays cheat or cooperate randomly with a 50-50 chance. Alright, let's see how these peeps do when we play in a tournament. Oh, this will be interesting. Okay, so we have the Always Cooperates, the Copycats, and then you put in the Copy Kittens, the Simpletons, and the Randoms. In each round of a match, players have a small chance of making a mistake, let's say 5%. Who do you think will come out on top? Think carefully and place your bets. Watch the Random come out on top. Or the Simpleton. I don't know. Let's go with the Random. Let's see how the Random does. Okay, alright, you bet with Random. Let's find out. Use the controls to start to start the sim in quick mode or go through it step by step. Let's start by one step. Who came out on top? Well, a lot of the Always Cooperates are at the bottom. So, take a step and reset. The Simpletons took an early lead. More Always Cooperates gone. It looks like the Copycats and the Copy Kittens are near the bottom too. Another step. Yep. Always Cooperates are almost all gone. We lost one of the Randoms. What do we lose now? Oh, Randoms and Always Cooperates are all gone. Yep. Bye, Copycats. And the Simpletons have won it all. Interesting. Your bet was close, but no cigar. Simpleton wins. That was my second choice. This is because Simpleton is actually capable of exploiting Always Cooperate. They both start cooperating, but if Simpleton makes a mistake and cheats, since Always Cooperate never retaliates, it'll keep cheating them. Okay, now let's try the same thing as before, except instead of half Always Cooperate, it's half Always Cheat. It's a much less forgiving, more hostile environment. Who do you think wins now? Place your bets. Okay, let's say the Simpleton still comes out on top. You bet on Simpleton. Again, go through the simulation. Okay? Oh, Simpletons are all gone. Except for one. There's one still sticking around. And now he's gone. Oh no, he's still there! Is he still there? Yeah, all the Always Cheats are gone now. There's just one left. Okay, and now the Copycats have taken over everything, and now the Copy Kittens are about to take over the whole world. Copy Kittens came out on top. Maybe. Good guess, but someone else took the prize. Copy Kitten wins this time. Although Copy... Oh, they might take a while. Might take a while. Copycats are lingering. That's surprising that even with an even meaner starting population, Copy Kitten, a more forgiving version of Copycat, was the most successful. Copy Kitten is so forgiving, it doesn't even entirely wipe out Copycat. It shares room. That's true. In this case, a bit of miscommunication, 5% chance of a mistake, could lead to more forgiveness. But is this true for all levels of miscommunication? Use the slider below to change the amount of miscommunication, then hit start. At 5%, Copy Kitten wins. What happens at 0%? So, if there's no mistakes at all in this exact same... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. In this exact same simulation, no mistakes, Copycat comes out on top. Okay. What if we have a 10% chance of mistake? Who wins? Oh, so if you make more mistakes, the always cheats come out on top easily, and I'm sure if I take it all the way up to 50 now, it's gonna be one round maybe. Oh, wait, what? More chances for mistakes gives the random a good chance. I can't tell who's coming out on top. Oh no, randoms are gone. And it just seems like a battle now between Always Cheats and Copy Kittens. It looks like the Always Cheats will eventually come out on top. But maybe not. It's pretty evenly matched. Interesting. The results come out like this. At 0%, the fair Copycat wins. At 1 to 9, the Copy Kitten wins. And then when you go to 10 and above, the unfair, always forgiving, always cheat wins. And at 50%, nobody wins ever. This is why miscommunication is such an interesting barrier to trust. A little bit of it leads to forgiveness, but too much of it leads to widespread distrust. I think our modern media technology, as much as it's helped us increase communication, has increased our miscommunication much more. At last, let's experiment with all the numbers, the knobs, and sliders. Let's play in the sandbox mode. Oh my gosh, there's so much you can mess with here. Sandbox mode is totally optional. Feel free to skip it or play around. Once you're done, let's recap what we learned today. Okay, so let's start off with everyone the same, except for we'll leave one extra random one in there. Payoffs, we'll leave them the normal payoffs. And the rules, we'll do 10 rounds. After each tournament, oh, you can eliminate more. Eliminate the top 10 each time. And a 5% chance of mistake. Who comes out on top? The Copy Kitten. Copy Kitten and Copycat look like they're... Oh, Copy Kitten's got it. Although he's not completely eliminating the Copycat. And as I say that, there he goes. Interesting. Okay, let's recap what we've learned today. Game theory has shown us the 3 things we need for the evolution of trust. 1 is repeat interactions. Trust keeps a relationship going, but you need the knowledge of possible future repeat interactions before trust can evolve. So you need to know that you're going to be interacting with this person again in the future to be able to build trust with them. That makes sense. 2, possible win-wins. You must be playing a non-zero-sum game. A game where it's at least possible that both players can be better off. A win-win. And low miscommunication. If the level of miscommunication is too high, trust breaks down. But when there's a little bit of miscommunication, it pays to be more forgiving. Of course, real-world trust is affected by much more than this. There's reputation, shared values, contracts, cultural markers, blah 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 blah. But let's not forget the biggest lesson. If there's one big takeaway from all of game theory, it's this. What the game is, defines what the players do. Our problem today isn't just that people are losing trust, it's that our environment acts against the evolution of trust. That may seem cynical or naive, that we're merely products of our environment, but as game theory reminds us, we are each other's environment. In the short run, the game defines the players, but in the long run, it's us players who define the game. So do what you can do to create the conditions necessary to evolve trust. Build relationships, find win-wins, communicate clearly. Maybe then we can stop firing at each other, get out of our own trenches, cross no man's land, and come together and all learn to live and let live. Oh, cool. With a heart. Awesome. I really enjoyed that. Oh my gosh, these games are so good. I really enjoyed We Become What We Behold, and I think I liked this one even better. Just the lessons in these games. I feel like we learned something today, guys. to build trust. And you see how the cycle goes. When you have people that don't trust, when you have people that just copy everyone else's what they do, we all just need the three things, like it said. We need to, A, have future interactions with each other. How many people do you interact with once in your life and you just never see them again, or don't have an idea that you will see them again? Why would you trust that person? And just all the things that you need. It's so many good life lessons we learned today. I really enjoyed this one. I'll have a link to this game if you guys want to check this game out. The link will be down in the description below. That's all I have for this one. That's all I have for this one, the Evolution of Trust. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and playing this one, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!